What's up guys, Raymond here with another video, and I'm going to be analyzing some stocks. So I just want to quickly go into the stocks on Trading 212. Notification many funds. Cool. So search stocks most popular. So we're just going to start off by looking at all the stocks. I'm going to skip Germany because I've pretty much done most of the stocks on Germany. If you haven't checked it out, you'll see them on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to go straight to United Kingdom. So let's start with the energy sector, BP Plc. So I'm not going to talk too much about the short-term fluctuations in price because that's not that's not the aim of my videos. My videos are to focus on reading to focus on business analysis, and I don't feel like reading the talking about the price fluctuations is part of the whole process. So let's talk about a little bit about the background and the basis of the company. So BP Exploration Angola Limited, formerly BP Exploration Equatorial Guinea Limited, is an Angola-based company engaged in the oil-related services sector. The company provides support activities for oil and gas operations. The company focuses on three areas of activity: low-carbon electricity and energy, convenience and mobility, and resilient and focused hydrocarbons. Each focus area represents an attractive opportunity. The company is controlled by BP Plc. So this is a subsidiary of BP Plc, 63,000 employees. So it's quite a large company, considering the fact that it's a subsidiary. It's not the main company. Bernard Looney is the CEO, headquartered in the UK, which is good. I live in the UK, so it's good for me. It's not classified as an international company. So let's continue. The sector is energy, of course. Industry is oil and gas operations. Key ratios are the market cap, which is 93 billion. Considering it's a subsidiary of BP Plc, that is a massive compliment to the parent company, but it's also a massive compliment to itself. So the revenue figures are 157. So actually, wait, just looking back on it, I think these are the financial figures for BP Plc, the parent company. So I don't think this is a subsidiary. I think this is just a sector of the company. So I don't think it's a subsidiary. So, but let's just continue. P/E ratio is extremely high. It's almost 100. So I wouldn't suggest that at this current time that the price is fair. But not too much analysis. Not too much focus on the price for now. Earnings per share is 0.29, so 29 pence. Let's just check the price again. So 29p, that's quite a small figure, but I've seen worse. So let's continue. Dividend yield is 4.6%, which is around 5%, which is is the minimum level to call it safe, in my opinion. So financial summary. Let's skip that. Let's go to the financial statements. The income statement, to start it off, doesn't look too great. I have to be honest. Net income is 7.57 billion, which is about 4.80 profit margin, which is not bad at all, I would say. I would have been better if it was a little bit higher, around the 8 region. Balance sheet, the total assets are 287 billion, which I think qualifies the company to be classified as extremely large. Debt to asset ratio is quite high, I have to be honest, 73%. Anything above 50% I think is quite high and entering dangerous territory. Cash flow statements, let's look at that. The operating cash flow for the year of 2021 is 23.61 billion, which is definitely very, very good. The investing income is negative, but it's not too negative to overshadow the operating income. Financing is negative 18 billion. So that has taken the company to a negative 430 million in net change in cash. So it's lost money in that year, which is of course not great, but we can go and quickly look at the previous year to see if it can kind of balance itself out. So if we check 2020, the net change in cash was 8.64 billion, which is amazing. The previous year before that, net change in cash was only 4 million, which barely counts. So let's quickly add all of it up and see if it's a positive or negative figure. So 8.64 billion minus 430 million, which I would say is about 8.2 million. So 8.2 billion. So the net change in cash overall in the last 3 years is about 8.2 billion. Or sorry, I forgot. We just need to negative. Yeah, so it's about 8.6 billion because we need to add the 2019 year. So it's about 8.6 billion dollars, sorry, pounds in net change in cash, which I would say is very, very good. If you divide that into 3 years, let's quickly go to the handy dandy calculator. So 8.6 billion. What am I doing? 8.6 billion pounds divided by 3. That is an average of 2.86 billion pounds per year in the last 3 years change in cash. So the company has grown. I would say, let's quickly go to the search bar because we've lost it. BP Plc divided by its, not by its market cap. Let's just net income profit margin, total assets, debt to asset ratio. Those liabilities. So let's divide it by the total assets. Divided by total assets, divided by, so how much are the total assets? 287.27. So divided by 287.27 equals, and then multiply that by 100. Multiply by 100. So 0.99%. So just under 1% net change in cash per year. So the company's growing at about 1% per year in the last 3 years. Is that great? No, I wouldn't say that's great at all. But it's a very, very large company, so it's very hard for companies. The growth rate is directly proportional to this, to some extent, to the size of the company. So the larger the company grows, the harder it is for it to grow. Sorry, the larger the company is, the harder it is for it to grow. So I wouldn't exactly blame, I wouldn't exactly penalize the company too much, but I would definitely say it's very, very low growth figure. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.